Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Sunless Skies. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're just joined me today as we make a little bit of money here in Port Haven, selling untethered souls. Unseasoned souls, I think, is the name. Now, I don't know why they're called unseasoned souls, or rather why they're specifically called unseasoned. Didn't crash, look at me doing things. It could be that they just don't have seasoning, or it could also be that they're just young souls, which I think is the case, but either way. Oh. Wait. What? It's not here. Colonel. Colonel, you idiot. Pay attention. Pay attention. It's fine, but, I mean, sort of. Sort of fine. Can I get crew from here? I don't think I can. I could go there. Do I really need to? No. Okay. So, the place where we're going to give the these unseasoned souls to is called Leadbeater and Stainrod Nature. LNS Natures, apparently. Stainrod is a name. I guess those are all names. Leadbeater and Stainrod. And it's a reserve that lies southwest of New Winchester. So we're actually going the right direction. However, it'd be in this quadrant. However, we're not in the right place. So I was mistaken last episode. Cruise control. I was mistaken about where we were supposed to go because I just sort of forgot. I was talking about, spent so much time talking about our equipment that I basically didn't pay attention to where we were going. But it's fine. We're in the right direction. But yeah, we have a new equipment. Do you notice that our locomotive over here is looking different? It has new cannons at the front. Well, it has the same cannons at the front, but at least now I can see them. Before I probably could see them as well, but I didn't notice them because, yeah, this is a I don't remember the model name, but it's a 3500. Well, it's a 3500 in comparison to the first locomotive. It's a 3500 worth locomotive, and I'm sure I'm mispronouncing it. Let's see what these guys are. The undergrowth draws in the calls of unknown gargantuan beasts rattle your engine. I don't like gargantuan beasts. Can we not have them? We've seen plenty. We saw gargantuan bees before, not necessarily beasts. Oh, we loaded something. Okay, is that good news? I suppose, maybe. Let's see. We are mostly headed towards a known destination here. That is a spotlight, so we're good. It's called a lighthouse, actually. I mean, it has a spotlight. Well, the lighthouse doesn't have a spotlight. That's not what that is. It's just a lighthouse light. Yeah, it's not any enemy that's trying to kill us. Which was obviously my immediate thought. So yeah, gargantuan beasts. And hopefully our destination. Send the bat out. And please don't find anything up to the north. Because that does look like that's what... was that one? Something grave. And I think we found a port. Your scout relays its findings. Don't crash. Don't crash. Don't crash. Don't crash. Don't crash. Thank you. The only way to tell that is from the light. Okay. Yeah, we did well, ladies and gentlemen. What is that? I can't see. You need to add text shadow. The repentant devil smiles. First you conquer nature, then you preserve it. A trifle arrogant, no? A new port. The crew. Oh, we look at all the amazing. That's why I didn't. It's not why I didn't rest at Port Haven. I didn't rest at Port Haven out of cheapness, but that was a good decision, as it turns out. Leadbeater and Stainrod is an elderly London company, the custodians of the Empire's first Supernal? I don't know what Supernal is. Is that a typo? That looks like a typo. But it's rare that we get typos in this game. So I will assume that's a real word. Supernal Nature Reserve. It's a beautiful word. Don't get me wrong, it's just I don't know what it is. I don't know if it is a word. To find work with them, head for the capabilities cabins. If you'd rather enjoy the reserve, seek the gateway of Albert's Idyll. This concrete bay is for loading and unloading locomotives. Let's go in there. This, it disappoints tourists who expect to arrive at a scenic waterside. It mainly caters to the workers of Leadbeater and Stainrod Company who come to collect goods from the laboratories here. Cable cars link to the main reserve below and the scientific base at the Capabilities Inquest. Oh, that's cool. I like it. It's got a scientific base. Gather a report. Absolutely. The reserve is a point of pride for the Empire. The Leadbeater and Stainrod Nature Reserve is a national park maintained at great expense by the company. Scores of researchers come here to study the nature of the Reach. Many visitors come here too for a pleasant holiday. Well, yeah, I guess if it's a pleasant holiday that they get, I guess that's good. Let's see. Converse with your fellow captains. Yeah, what brings them out this way? For a few, it's the work provided by Leadbeater and Stainrod. For the rest, the reason is the same. They're drawn by the beauty of the reserve. Some are here with tourists from across the Empire. Others are here to give their crews a respite. Others were simply passing by and couldn't resist stopping in. That's fair enough. We're currently there. Good. So we got the Capabilities Inquest and Albert's Idyll. Let's first go to the bazaar here and take care of our things. Look at the amount of money we're getting. And Captain required to supply up to 5 barrels of ours to the Leadbeater and Stainrod Nature Reserve. Please report to Capabilities cabins on arrival. Discretion prioritized. LNS Nature Reserve lies to the southwest. I know where it is. We're going to get a little bit of extra, I think. Sometimes we do. The superior researcher has the barrel carried into a timbered laboratory. She hands over your pay. This is for your service, she says, and this for your silence. And she deposits a serpentine plant in a clay pot in your hands. It purrs gently. That is the best artifact. It's not. What do you mean otherworldly? We are getting good verdant sacks of seeds. We do need that though. So how many do we need? All of them, most likely. We can buy 3. Okay, I see that 7 and I'm like, oh my god, I can buy so many. That is false. I cannot buy so many. I don't even know. Can I get supplies in here? Well, I guess we'll find out. It's very good. Couple of very nice bargains. And we got experience. We got level up. Ah, that's lovely. What am I gonna get? Oh, I'm gonna get bunchies. We're gonna need to punch many people. Let's So that's pretty good. That is relatively good. Yeah, we're gonna need punch because somebody suggested that I get it just in case, and I definitely agree. I was actually thinking about it and being like, it seems to me that strength builds whatever it's might. What is it called? Oh, we can see it up here. I'm an idiot. We all knew that. The skill of confront the iron. Yeah, iron builds are better than just more versatile. Not necessarily more versatile. We have been. It's just that I forget how often I use hearts. I think it's all very versatile, no matter where you go. So we got something over here. Steam and suit. We have something over there. The Black Sheep. That sounds like my character. The Blockade of New Winchester. That sounds interesting. And we have Scarred. Let's go with Scarred. What is this? You came close that day to death. It left its mark. What was it that nearly killed you? An attempt on my life or an engine accident? That would give me more hearts. Now, I don't necessarily want more hearts. I do want more veil, more mirrors. Is that what it gives me? It is. So an attempt on my life. There is a bullet scar beside your heart. You have learned since to be more judicious in your choice of friends. And I'll go with that. Oh, yeah. So I don't know if those actually affect. I keep saying that maybe the first one that we got, the one that makes us see only in one color, I think it was. The red and... yeah. Yeah, a Brush of Madness. That does... because I don't see other colors referenced. It would be a pretty simple thing to actually program... Well, I say simple. Relatively simple thing to program the text to replace all colors with their red and gold counterparts. That's just such a quirky thing. Your madness is to see... Well, I guess a symptom of your madness, anyway, is to see all in red and gold colors. Because that's like 2 specific colors. Because gold eventually is just yellow, really, so it's red and yellow. Although it's all given to you by RGB. So let's see the R. We see. Do we see in RGB? We don't see in RGB. Our color is additive. So it would be cyan, yellow, and magenta. Huh. I don't know if it's possible, or if, well, it's not necessarily possible. I don't know if it's a biological thing that can exist in regards to our eyes to see only in red and yellow. But of course, if it's mental, of course you can absolutely just see red and yellow, because that's what color is at the end of the day, really. I mean, I guess there's a biological part, and that's what I'm saying. It needs to be in your head, and I don't know what part of our brain processes color. Most likely the part of the back of the head, because that's the one that, it's sort of weird. The eyes send the information to the back of the head, and then the back of the head sends the information to the front, and the back of the head is where our sympathetic nervous system ends, or how does that go? Because some people who are some blind people who are blind, there's a name for that thing as well, who are only blind, not of the eyes, but of like the part of the brain that processes sight. Some of those people can actually, because their eyes actually see, they can have instinctive it's not instinctive, that's not the word, but they can, like, for example, smile when you smile at them, just instinctively, because that's one of the things, that's one of our reactions that we have sort of hard-coded into our, the back of the brain. There's a name for that. That's all names for all the stuff I'm saying, and it's all very curious, and I know nothing about it, so don't pay attention to what I'm saying. Go and look it up if you're interested, because it's quite cool. So, the Skyfarer supplies, good. Oh, we can buy sacks of earthen seeds. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Well, depends on where we're going. Light Southwest, that's fantastic. We're going to Titania, so I'm getting 2 of those. And I'll complete that. That's very good, actually. That's very nice. And I don't need the rest for right now, so let's go into the capabilities inquest. A clump of cabins used by Leadbeater and Stainrod's researchers as they plumb and catalog the secrets of the reserve. Enterprising captains may find work for the company here. The researchers of the reserve have a number of laboratories scattered among the tourists' cabins. From here, they study the mysteries of the Reach. A researcher of the reserve has pinned up a call for aid. The request to all park goers. I will look at that. It says, we want to study the powerful forces of nature at work in the Reach, so that we may improve the life of all citizens of the Empire. If you are an intrepid sort and willing to aid our earnest efforts, with a capital E, we are offering a reward, all capitalized, for the following. I see you're interested. The phlegmatic researcher has wheeled up behind you. His left leg is raised, perhaps to reduce the very obvious swelling. The keys to understanding the remarkable principles of growth and cultivation are waiting here. We just need suitable specimens. If you aid our research, I'll ensure you're properly remunerated. So I assume the phlegmatic researcher is the one that put up the call for aid, because I can't remember that name, basically. The researchers of the reserve... Nope, that's good. So I can inquire into the phlegmatic researcher's current course of study. Instead of... Yeah, let's go with that. What mysteries is he delving into? Currently, I'm making a study of the orderliness of the Reach. It may be untamed, but a firm logic has guided its growth. I wish to better understand this principle. Okay, so I'm the list. The phlegmatic researcher is studying the mysteries of the Reach. What can you bring to aid him? I should have added him a nasally voice, by the way. I just didn't process what that word meant. And also, I'm not really sure if I'm pronouncing it properly, but yeah. He needs one of the following requests. Of course, he's happy to reward you if you bring back more. Oh, right. So these are these added to our... I hope they are. They are indeed. So I have the hunting club, and this is where... New Somerset Hunting Club. Where is that? Does it not tell me? Port Haven. I told you it wasn't Port Haven. Nice. And over here is just things. Oh, okay. Wait, what? So, the phlegmatic researcher has requested that I brought the wings of a tourist bee. I don't have that. Do I? What is my possession of the bees? Miscellaneous. Tourist bee trophy. I expect that not to be the case. Mostly because I think that was a request from here. Yeah, it was. So, the wings of a tourist bee, the ants, just ants, and Hybris bus. Hebris bus. That's interesting. Huh. Oh, there they are. Okay. Ants newly introduced to humankind. We have received curious reports from certain homesteads about the behavior of ants. Given the reports of the ants circling those soon to die, we consider the creatures apt for study. To determine the cause of their malady about the tourist bees, we seek the wings of a tourist bee. What is it that makes them sing when their smaller sisters only buzz? Well, maybe it's all in our head. Maybe the smaller sisters are singing, and we just don't consider that singing. We're like, ugh, that's gross. The weeping source of Hebrews may yield deeper insight into the verdant reach. It may hold properties either beneficial or detrimental to the human frame. We intend to find out, and you might find out where that goes. So, that's that. And we can go to Albert's Idyll. The lead beater and stain rod nature reserve is it's not capitalized that. Is an immense untrodden hinterland of the reach's unreasonably fecund. I know what it means. It means proliferous. That's a synonym of that. Although more in an immediate term. I mean, it's proliferous, not as in, I have many granddaughters and grandsons. No, you have many sons, but that's for flora and fauna, so it would be for flora as well. It is popular, I don't know how to pronounce it, that's why I'm explaining it. I don't know why I do that. Anyway, it is popular with London's more outdoorsy tourists. The park is filled with birds and flowers, trees and woodland creatures, streams and bumbling insects, and other insidious dangers. Visitors are not allowed to venture too deeply into the reserve without an escort. I can maybe do that? I can arrange for a guide. Tour guides are essential in this place. Park guests are forbidden from entering the deeper sections of the reserve alone. The only person available to help you is a romantic ornithologist. He's lean and plainly dressed with a long, wiry beard. The other researchers introduce you. Did you know our calling here? One indicates the ornithologist. Our colleague is looking for the mythical bird whose beak pecks away at the mountain of eternity. They stifle giggles. The ornithologist maintains his smile, gestures towards the forest path. I'll be glad to show you the reserve. I hope you'll join me later. You can often find me at the watchtower. I hopefully will not need crew for that, because it's looking like the south part of this map is all about the crew. Also the east part. Also, yeah, probably a lot of it. I can visit the ornithologist, and I can take a quick trip into the reserve. Interesting. That's all with him. Yeah, if he's not hiking through the wilderness or camping beneath the bough of one of the great trees, he is sat alone in his watchtower, watching for his bird. He nods hello as you enter. Welcome, T. I'm gonna ask for a bird. He's researching a mythical bird. What is it, and why? There are other birds I could study, of course, he says, shrugging. But that's not the point. We had thought this bird a myth. The bird who wears away at the mother of mountains, pebble by pebble. But miners have seen it. The heavens are home to improbable things. Well, that's one question. What about the reserve? How does he find the wilderness? He smiles like a child. It is my home. My church, he says. Okay, can visit him again and ask about his fellow researchers. Is he on good terms with the other scientists? I would say no. Let's see what he says. The ornithologist tilts his head from side to side. I get on better alone. It's not that I don't enjoy company, but... He scratches his beard. I think it's a difference in philosophy. They want to conquer nature and her secrets. I want to be her confidant. That's kind of cool for me. I only know one ornithologist, and they're very much like that. They just, I want to see. It's quite an interesting field of biology, in regards to just because there's so much to be seen and cataloged, and there's so much stuff. Let's see. The ornithologist is happy to oblige your interest. Let's take a quick trip into the reserve. The romantic ornithologist... I need to trade in sky stories. I have a bunch of them, though, so that's not a problem. The romantic ornithologist clasps his hands with quiet delight when he sees you. I've found a most wonderful place. Shall we? You delve into the reserve together. The birds sing around you. The flowers offer sweet perfumes. A pleasing breeze tumbles through a glade and whistles around a mountain bend. The park is filled with birds and flowers, and I read that already, and that's just that. I have gained the sky stories. I didn't lose them. I've gained them. I don't need more sky stories. So take a walk into the reserve alone. Should I do that? I shouldn't. So I guess that's that. Thank you very much. I'll see you later. We need to find more. We need to find more places. Let's go. Is it a good idea not to buy things? It is a good idea. I swear it is a good idea. Promise you. Promise you it's a good idea to not buy supplies. Okay, so where we're going is... We could go to... Wait a minute. I'm an idiot. I keep repeating myself. We know where Titania is. Why was I expecting not to know where Titania was? Ooh, a caddy of tea! That's so nice! I just found a caddy of tea over here in a wreck. Out in the middle of the sky. Okay, where is this? That's good enough. Let's go. So we need to go to Titania. That's quite a trip, all things considered. Let's go. There we go. Okay, so from there, I suppose we should do this. And especially because now we can hire more crew with the amount of money we have. And if we have like a bunch of that, that would be good. I don't think I'm going to be able to use more crew back in Lustrum. Is it Lustrum? These arboreal wilds are lush and green. Oh! The place where you mine for unseasoned hours. Yep, I can mourn the dead. I can signal the wreck. Let's do that. And get a crew member. And nobody gets upset. And there's nobody attacking us either. Off we go then. Going in the wrong direction, but we go there. A minimap would make this would make the maneuvering a little bit more convenient. Hi. Hi. You're going down. Swear that wasn't timed. Okay. Yeah. I don't know how to time it. So I can loot the hold, or I can strip the engine for materials. No, I loot the hold. Always loot the hold. Something intriguing. It's probably a specimen. No, it's two jumbles of undistinguished souls. A stoppered vial falls out of the sack. After sufficient shaking, a collection of gathered disappointments that someone might be willing to pay for. Or I didn't phrase it properly, but there were two sentences there. Anyway, it's fine. We got two of those things. I have some more, I think. I really wasn't expecting to find those guys, but it's good to. It's always good to loot because I think it makes sense that it would be balanced like that. But I think the way it works is that it's we can't do that unfortunately. Maybe on our way back. It's cheaper to get the money out in the wilderness and repair at a port. And you basically reserve the port or repairing out here for an emergency, and that's the reason why it would be logical for it to be balanced like that. That to be cheaper to just repair things over here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to repair here, but I don't need it. That's why I have all the things. Okay. Oh, Titania is under siege. Charist bees flood its streets and petals. The thrashing of their wings is the drumbeat of apocalypse, yes, and the people flee in panic from their mighty stingers, but there is no safe harbor and no respite. All is lost. No! I'm gonna help defend it. Yeah, 48, all hands, ready, all weapons, fire, God, fire. Oh, I succeeded at 48%, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Plain song drowns the lamentation and the fury of the mind. All the world joins death's hymnal. Those who proudly defy their fate, and those who beg for wretched mercy, those who raise their arms, those who buckle their knees. The chorister hive takes the lyrics of poets yet unwritten, the unsung songs, I should say, from lips now forever silent. It is only iron and fire that quietens the voice of carnage. But lo, the song ends, only by its own accord. Once the nectar is gathered, the hive departs, and there is a lasting silence. That didn't sound like a victory. Oh my god. The port unfurls itself, welcoming you ashore. Little remains of the port now that the hive has departed. The crystal domes are cracked. The buildings beneath them lie in ruins. Survivors peek through the rubble for salvage, while a philosopher proclaims on the nature of destruction and rebirth. The more practical poets glare daggers in their direction as they attempt to rebuild. The damage from the chorister hive doesn't appear to have dampened the mood. And I am going to write a port report. I think a not timely port report. What is Titania? A question with no easy answer. To the poets, a place of inspiration. To the stoneworkers, an untouched slab. Yeah, that is the previous port report. But it's a new start. 3 of Titania's most prominent citizens are arguing about the new direction of the port post-B-apocalypse. My god. Why? What happened? It's just incredible, the destruction. I thought we were just going to go around meeting people, but nope. It's a whole city just completely reshapen. I remember being sort of afraid about this place because of the bees. But yeah, that happened. But we're out of time for the day, so we must continue with this next episode. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Sunless Skies. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.